Welcome to the session in ARC RISC Computer. At the end of this session, students will be able to understand the model architecture that is based on the commercial scalable processor architecture processor. Let us see what exactly the ARC machine. Here we are going to discuss a model architecture that is based on the commercial scalable processor architecture, that is Spark processor, that was developed at Sun Microsystem in the mid 1980s. This Spark has become a popular architecture since its introduction, which is partly due to its open nature. The full definition of the Spark architecture is made readily available to the public in 1992. The ARC has 32-bit general purpose registers as well as a PC and an IR. There is a processor status register that contains the information about the state of the processor, including information about the result of arithmetic operations. The arithmetic flags in the PSR are called the conditional codes, and the arithmetic flags in the PSR are called the condition codes also. All instructions are one word, that is 32-bit in size. Now about ARC instruction set. Here in the table you can able to see some of the instructions which are used in the ARC machine. The ARC is a load store machine. The only allowable memory access operation, load a value into one of the registers or store a value contained in one of the registered into a memory location. There are approximately 200 instructions in the Spark instruction set, upon which the ARC instruction set is based. A subset of 15 instructions is shown in this particular table. The first two instructions, LD and ST, that is load and store, transfer a word between the instruction, perform bit by bit ANDing, ORing and NOR operation respectively on their operands. One of the two source operands must be in the register. The shift instruction shift the contents of one register into another. So here there is an example also given, that is SRL, that is shift right logical instruction, shifts a register to the right and copies zeros into the leftmost bits. Okay. Now regarding some of the arithmetic and logical instructions, for the AND CC instruction, each bit of the result is set to 1 if the corresponding bits of both operands are 1. Otherwise, the result bit is set to 0. For OR CC instruction, each bit of the register is 1 if either or both of the corresponding source operands bits are 1. Otherwise, the corresponding result bit is set to 0. The call and JMPL instruction form a pair that is used in calling and returning from a subroutine respectively. The call and JMPL instruction form a pair that are used in calling and returning from a subroutine. The lower 5 instructions, that is conditional branch instructions in the previous slide, like they are like BE, BNEG, BCS, BVS and BA instructions, causes a branch in the execution of a program. Now in this particular slide we are looking assembly instruction format. So in ARC assembly language format, each assembly language has its own syntax, as we already know. So we will follow the Spark assembly language syntax in this particular slide. The format consists of 4 fields: an optional label field, second an opcode field, one or more fields specifying the source, okay, and destination operands. And there is also one more thing we have added, that is an optional comment field. Label consists of a combination of alphabetic or numeric character, underscore signs, periods, as long as the first character is not a digit. So a label must be followed by a colon, and the language is sensitive to case, and so distinction is made between upper and lower case letters. So left side we are able to see the two registers R1 and R2, it's the source operands, and the right side of the instruction we are using the target register, that is R3, and the exclamatory mark is used for comment section. So here you have a question. ARC has dash beat program counter contains the address of the instruction being executed. So your options are 64, 32, 16 and 128. So this is actually the unit is beats. Okay, so please choose either of the option. ARC has 32-bit program counter contains the address of the instruction being executed. Okay. Here the ARC architecture contains general purpose registers. So it consists total 32 bit 32 registers labeled R0 to R31 that each hold 32-bit word. There is also 32-bit processor status register PSR that describes the current state of the processor, and a 32-bit program counter that keeps track of the instruction being executed. Okay, PSR is labeled %PSR and the PC register is labeled %PC. Register R0 always contains the value 0 which cannot be changed, and registers R15 and R14 have additional usage as a stack pointer, %SP and a link register. Okay. Operands in an assembly language statement are separated by commas, and the destination operand always appears in the rightmost position in the operand field, as we discussed in our previous slide. Okay. So ARC instruction and PSR format. The instruction format defines how the various bit field of an instruction are laid out by the assembler. The ARC architecture has just a few instruction format. The 5 formats are set high, branch, call, arithmetic and memory. So here in this particular figure, each instruction has a mnemonic form such as ID and an opcode. A particular instruction format may have more than one opcode field, which collectively identify an instruction in one of the various form. The leftmost 2 bits of each instruction form an opcode field OP, which identifies the format. The set high and branch formats both contain 00 in the OP field, so they can be considered together as a set high and branch format. The actual set high or branch format is determined by the bit pattern of the 2 opcode field. So here 010 is used for the branch and 100 is for set high. Okay, and the remaining bit 29 in the particular branch format always contains a 0, right? And the 5-bit RD field identifies the target register for the set high operation. The same way, now we are looking here in this particular slide ARC data format. The ARC supports 12 different data formats as illustrated here in this particular figure. The data format are grouped into 3 types. One is signed integer, second unsigned integer and floating point. So within these types, allowable format width are bytes, half word, single word, tagged word. Okay. So 2 least significant bits form a tag, and then most significant 30 bits form the double word, quad word. The tagged word uses the 2 least significant bits to indicate overflow, and this one is an attempt is made to store a value that is larger than 30 bits into the allocated bit word. And the floating point format conforms to the IEEE 754 standard also. These are what my references. Thank you.